third phase.
Third phase of moon. Happy New Year, everybody. We're not alone. We know that. Wait till 2016 because people from around the world are submitting their UFO video to the third phase.
And I'm Blake Cousins, and I'm here. You just saw the fireworks behind me. I had a great time. Man, oh man, this is it, people. 2016, what's going to go down? I got a feeling big things, really big things are going to go down in 2016. And I'm so glad that third phase of moon is the number one place in the world. The YouTube channel that made a sensation is going to be huge in 2016. The place to share your UFO videos, your stories to the world. The people are waking up that we're not alone. And I mean, we're not alone. I saw a video that we're going to be sharing tonight that looks exactly like what I saw last night. That's right, people. I saw a UFO last night along with my brother and nephew on our way to our family's house, Mom and Dad, for the good old New Year's party as we always do. And we lit some fireworks. But let me tell you, on the way there, we saw something in the sky that wasn't a firework. Driving. I'm like, Brent, take a look. Do you see that? And yeah, he adjusted. He got a good view because he was able to roll down the window, look through it without looking through the glass. And my nephew, 10-year-old Cameron, was there. He witnessed the thing himself. What happened right after that, Brent? It was a light popping in the sky. And it wasn't no helicopter. It wasn't no fireworks. And then it was jumping in weird places from one end of above the street to the other as we're driving, kind of like tracking us almost, it seemed. Brent, what happened next?
Blake, it's very interesting because we could go back to the year 2010, and it's the exact same area where we had a strange encounter ourselves, something amazing. This was amazing as well, Blake. The light was flashing, and it was going west, I believe, right over Waipio Valley. But then all of a sudden, the thing broke into two lights. It flashed separate from each other, probably, I would say, about a fist in between your hand if you held your hand out in the sky. And I asked Cameron, I said, did he see that? And he said, yeah, Dad, I saw that it broke into two pieces, and then it came back into one, and then it kept going. Definitely, it wasn't no helicopter, Blake.
Well, that's the crazy part about what happened after that. I heard the reaction of both of you guys. It split into two, and then it's back into one. And then we were making the bend around the road, and we lost sight of it just for about 2 seconds. And then I noticed, there it is. And let me tell you, this now, it was, I would have to say, within 2 or 3 seconds, this thing jumped at least 15 miles out. This thing was gone. And you could barely see the faint gleam. But like Brent was saying, in 2010, I saw the exact same thing in the exact same area. So that's insane, Brent. So one more thing, Brent?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it was very exciting. What a great way to start out 2016 with our own sighting. We don't know what it was. You know, the population in that area is quite small. I think there's a residence of maybe 300 people in about a 10-mile perimeter. So definitely it wasn't fireworks. There was really nothing happening in that particular area. It's just a field of old sugarcane field or what it used to be.
Yeah, and absolutely pitch dark. We live in a neighborhood where there's no street lights, people. So we get to see very clearly the skies, and we're having our eyes on the skies. And I know the world is. You're looking at some video that Fausto Perez from Los Angeles, he's a UFO hunter and a summoner. He can bring them down, and he's got a lot of videos on his channel. We're going to be getting to Fausto in just a bit, but I wanted to get to callers right now. It's the new year, 2016. Let's get busy, people. 970, you're live. Third phase moon. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hey, so welcome to the show. You got something you want to share tonight?
Oh, yeah. This has to do with your show on the 25th. I didn't even know you guys had a show. I've known about your YouTubes for a long time. But I didn't know about your show on Blog. Thank you. So I tuned in. I was like, nothing else to do. I love Blog Talk. It's live. So I tuned in, and 5 minutes into the show, that guy named Kelly, who I'm hoping to connect with, called in and said, hey, just wanted to let you know there's, the emergency groups out of Emory Price, Utah, Emory County, Utah, are saying there's a UFO sightings day. And that is exactly, I own some land, and that is where I own land, and I've had my own experiences. So that was just bizarre in itself, that within 5 minutes of listening to the show, I hear about the county my land is in. And it just wow, that was just amazing. So I had my first experience back in 2010 on my own property, and I was looking for aluminum cap marker, a survey marker. I knew exactly where I was on this big piece of land, and I was driving north. I had a compass, and I had a landmark I was following, so I'd go straight north. Well, I found a cap. I got out and GPSed it, got back in my Durango, and went straight forward, and I was at the river's edge, which means I was at a totally different marker than the one I headed toward. And my brain was mushy, and I couldn't think straight. It was like there were several realities going on at once, It was really strange. It was just like, I don't know, I couldn't pull it together. My mind was like quicksand. So, ever since then I've been very interested, and twice you guys have talked about that county on your on your show once last week, and then one of your the lady that saw the mothership, the grandmother that saw the mothership, it's in that same area, and I just happened upon that as well. My daughter's seen a craft out there when she was camping when she was 15. She's one of these reluctant people. She won't talk about it. Her and her friend saw it, and the only reason it came up was this land is. One of the legacies of this area is that maybe it was a new Area 51. That was something they were saying way back when. Wow. And I definitely believe there's some underground stuff going on, not necessarily right under my land, but across the river. My daughter and three of her guy friends were over there, and this was when they were teenagers. Fearless kids. You know how guys can be so fearless,
So I just want to get this quick question. When you talk about your land, how much land are we talking about?
How much? It's outside of a small town. I have about 300 acres myself.
Oh, so yeah, that's a lot of territory, and it sounds like. And
then there's thousands of acres that are just vacant around there. It's just high desert. It's a perfect place for, having something underground. And nobody would care. No one looks up around there.
Perfect
so
place.
I would love to connect with Kelly. I hope I can. So, so anyway, they were out on the other side of the river goofing around. Hey, they didn't tell me because I took my good van out there, right? But they, all of a sudden, these three boys, and they were fearless boys, right? They would jump off the second story of things and that kind of thing. They, all of a sudden, all four of them, all at once said, we have to get out of here now. There was some sort of psychotronics going on. So that confirmed my personal belief that there's something going on underground there. And then I saw a perimeter through some night vision, went out there, and I saw a perimeter of about 12 ships that were about a third of the whole horizon, out straight out. And it just looked like a sentry, a security kind of thing, because they were all evenly spaced and they were all blinking rhythmically. And so, I just, I go out there often. I've had other missing time out there as well. It doesn't feel like anything bad happened, but it definitely got me going.
Well, you know what? I think what you're explaining to the people right now is that there's secret government operations dealing with high top secret aircraft. And what are they doing with it? They're trying to design the best flying stealth machine you could ever design and dream of. And people are seeing these things. And in my opinion, that this technology has to do with alien reverse engineered tech. And if they're using alien reverse engineered technology, hey, well, let's get some of it coming our way right now. It's 2016. This fossil fuel stuff needs to go. This free energy needs to get in now. I want my real hoverboard that doesn't make any kind of noise. I just want to hover already. Right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, you know what?
It's all out there.
This is quite amazing, and I really want to appreciate the first caller calling in with a collaboration of confirmation of UFO sightings, and that's what's amazing about Third Phase Moon. Appreciate the call in. Keep your eyes on the skies, all right?
Oh, definitely will. Be in touch.
You do that, and we're going to get to another caller right before we get to Fausto Perez from Los Angeles. You're looking at his videos, and he's got a channel on YouTube that, if you're in Los Angeles, you might want to check out and take a look and join his events, because there's a lot of people showing up with pretty neat technology trying to capture these things. Let's get to area code 405. You're live, Third Phase Moon. Happy New Year.
Blake. Hey, Blake. Happy New Year. Happy belated birthday. I didn't know if I knew it was your birthday, I would have said happy birthday earlier to you, both you and your brother. So I want to get that out of my way.
Hey, thanks, man.
Part in the conversation.
Yep. Like that. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about this Dark Knight satellite deal. And I know there's different opinions on it, but the more I see videos on it, the more I think it's real. But there's a lot of people who are trying to debunk it. And I want to kind of get your 2 cents on it. Is it real, or is it just something that people just want to debunk that doesn't even exist?
Well, so you're talking about this black satellite that's apparently been floating up there for what, 15,000, 13,000 years?
They're saying 1,300 at least, minimum.
At least 1,300, okay.
Well, 13,000, sorry, my bad.
13,000, yeah. That's what I thought. But basically, did you see that Pepsi commercial that just did this weird montage of drinking Pepsi soda and then the Black Knight satellite being discovered by some kind of astrologist? Did you see that weird Pepsi commercial?
No, like I haven't watched much, on-air TV, but I've been watching, stuff.
Well, it's kind of weird. Everybody.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of it, but.
One sec. I just wanted to make a really quick statement. Everybody, go take a look at that Pepsi Black Knight satellite video. All you got to do is search in Pepsi Black Knight satellite video, and it's going to come up. And then, make sure you come back to Third Phase of Moon. We're right here. But, it's weird that you're bringing that up just when this commercial came in to the public, I think within 3 weeks from today. So go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, well, I remember hearing about it like a couple of years ago, and I thought, it's just something that, these crazy UFO people want to say just to get the alien theory, alive, because I understand that there's a lot of people like yourself and myself included that believe that we are being watched by an external force. But I'm just confused on this whole Black Knight satellite. How could it be stationed for over 13,000 years? Who built it and what's its purpose? That's one of the many things I want to know about this crazy thing.
That is the biggest question you're asking right now. And if we had the answer, the world would already know that we're not alone. And, I think about 55% of the people are already ready for alien visitation. There's not going to be mass panic on the streets. People come together as one of this Black Knight satellite. If this thing has been around for 13,000 years over the planet, and our major media, NASA included, doesn't want to acknowledge this, what's it all about? It just doesn't make much sense. I hope in 2016 we'll find more answers and get that answer to you. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right, bye, man.
All right, so, these are big questions. And you know what? This is a Third Phase of Moon radio, and this is what I like about what's going down. The public is waking up, and they're asking these kind of big questions. So when these big questions need big answers, Third Phase of Moon wants to try and figure them out. We'll be back with more callers in from the public and Fausto Perez. He's having an event this Sunday. We're going to get to that. We'll be right back. This is Blake Cousins.
Third Phase of Moon. third base, moon.
Big, and I can't wait. We already got started. It's here, people, and the time is now to make sure you double check yourself and ask the big question. And I know you know the answer. We all do. It's just sometimes people are afraid to admit it because of ridicule, and that's a big problem. That's a big problem. If we're going to figure this out, we got to wake up the media, because every time they talk about UFOs, they chuckle, wink, wink, and tongue-in-cheek laugh about every single UFO sighting they ever talk about on the main media. You see it. You'll see it when they talk about the next UFO sighting. They always laugh about it. They cut it down to the bone that you're a bunch of whack jobs, people, if you believe in UFOs. Yeah, right. I call them out. They're the whack jobs. The main media in 2016 better wake up and get things going. Fausto Perez, he's here. Third Phase of Moon has him here. He's been sharing some incredible videos. Appreciate Fausto. Happy New Year, man.
Hey, Happy New Year, Blake. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Real good, actually. I'm excited.
Me too. I want to say happy belated birthday to you and Brent. I just saw that it was your guys' birthday on Wednesday.
Hey, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we got a lot of love from around the world out there, and it's kind of cool, real cool. But this video that you've been shooting and all the work you've been doing over there in Los Angeles is quite amazing. I was just saying that some of the videos that you're capturing looks like the sighting I had just within about 18 hours ago. It was a little ways back on the way to New Year's, but man, you're capturing some cool stuff. And good technology there. A lot of people joining in.
Oh, thank you. It's been growing. I can't say it's not without your guys' help. You guys have changed the world and the way that they see UFOs by presenting it constantly. And I love it. I've seen a conscious shift of people supporting it a lot more than the past couple of years, where you would see like 90% hate comments, and now it's like an 80% influx of support comments and 20% hate comments from trolls.
Dude, you are, you're exactly right. And let the comments and the thumbs up and thumbs down be a great indicator. So it's amazing. I got to congratulate, the Third Phase of Moon people from around the world, because if it wasn't for the people like Fausto that submit these videos, we're up to 300,000 subscribers. So they've seen the world's work, including Fausto's. And yeah, you're right. The comments and the thumbs up, the people are waking up, and you could see a whole big shift. It is quite amazing.
Hoping 2016 goes much bigger.
I got a feeling it will. I got a feeling, a big-time feeling it will. Now, you have an event coming up this Sunday, right? You're always doing these events.
Yeah, we try to host them bi-weekly, twice a month. But, we have one on Sunday. This Sunday, January 3rd, we're going to be at Hollydale Park in Southgate, California. It's really close to L.A., so if anybody's in L.A., you should look that up, Hollydale Park, and you'll find it. It's like 10 minutes from L.A. But it's fun. We all gather up, and we just talk about what we're not allowed to talk about with the mass conscious, or else they'll attack us for being crazy. and then we'll record some anomalies that we hopefully end up seeing when we're there.
Hey, Fausto, this is Brent. Hey, man, thanks for coming on the show. I'm just, I'm wondering what the people on the ground, I see you got friends driving in the neighborhood, and, you know, they're wondering what you guys are looking up at in the sky, what's going on. And when they find out what they're seeing up there, what's their reaction to it?
Also, I've got to add on a second question to Brent first, is that when you tell them we're looking for UFOs, what's that impression? So go ahead, Fausto.
This is a great thing. I was talking about the conscious shift. When we first started doing these events 2 years ago, every time somebody would drive by and ask us, what are you looking at? We'd say UFOs. They would drive off and say, oh, these people are crazy. And that was when we first started. Now we have seen that at least 80% of the time when somebody comes up and asks us what we're looking at, when we say UFOs, they yell out in support of the research they were doing. 20% of them will drive off like they're mad that we said we're watching UFOs, but at least 80% of them will support it. And I just love that conscious shift of seeing people actually have an open mind to what we're doing instead of just attacking it off the bat right when they hear what we're trying to document.
You know, that open mind statement, like people are saying that, well, you can't be so open-minded, but come on, people, you still got to investigate what these anomalies are. And a lot of these videos that have been coming into Third Phase Moon over the past, 5 years now, thousands of them. And if you don't want to know what those things are and have no concern, then don't drive off angry. Just let it go, people. Let it go, man. It's insane. Let me ask you this. Do you guys ever want to maybe do it somewhere like, hey, you're invited to come down to Hawaii. There's, like I said, we live in the middle of nowhere, right? Los Angeles, you got a lot of debris flying around over there. And, sometimes things that could be UFOs, could be something else. But you ever think about going to like a very secluded place where you're not going to have a major surrounding? Like I said, Hawaii would be a perfect place to show off what you guys are doing because you can't blame it on anything else.
Oh, we would love that. That's something I've been wanting to do for the longest time. I've always hoped it would come to that one day where we could travel and do like a tour of sighting meetups around the world, go to secluded areas. We've done one so far. We went out to Joshua Tree during contact in the desert, and we saw one really odd anomaly. We have this our friends from Canada who are making a documentary called Making Contact, Be Inspired. And they fly around the world and they meet people who do what we're doing and they document with them. They've been meeting with us for around this past year. And we went to Contact in the Desert and we documented an orb. I'll see if I could pull up the footage to get it to you guys. It was recorded by Rob Freeman, one of our friends from Canada who's making the documentary. He's actually the one funding it. But I want to do that a lot more. And if we could ever go to Hawaii and set something up there, that would be amazing.
Well, we're here standing by, and when you come up to Los Angeles again, we'll be definitely showing up to a Fausto event. I look forward to that. That was a Fausto, and if you want to check out his channel, you tell us where to find you, Fausto. Go ahead.
Yeah, you guys can find me if you search Fausto UFO, FAUSTO space UFO. On YouTube, it'll be the first result for the channel, and if you want to come to the events, look up that same exact thing on Instagram, Twitter, any of your social media profiles, and I'll have an account there too. And I post the events on everywhere that I can, just to try to get them out really far so we can get as many people to attend and witness it firsthand.
That's very important, and you're doing good work because I like a lot of your videos. I like the on-ground participation of, not being by yourself. You got a lot of people on the ground seeing the same thing, a team, a UFO hunting team, and it's growing, and that's a good thing. That's really good because you got more than a dozen people that can't explain what's in the sky, what they're capturing, and they're bringing out the big guns, big lenses. It's good work, Fausto. You keep in touch. You have a happy new year. And I'm sure we'll be hearing from you very soon in regards to this UFO phenomenon.
Oh, thank you. We'll be doing plenty of more. And like you said, yeah, the events are what needs to keep going, and we need to spread them around the world, because when we document something at an event, it's not just one camera, not just one anomaly to be questioned. You got to question all the eyewitnesses, and you got to question every camera that caught it. So the evidence just starts stacking up, and people find it harder to try to debunk it, which is the best thing, because that's the kind of evidence we need, evidence that can't be debunked.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm getting, I said that I'm getting pumped up, man, because 2016, with that kind of consciousness going on around the world, I don't think we've seen anything yet. You know what? We're going to take a break. This is Third Phase Moon Radio. We'll be right back. Maybe we have some people that are checking out the stars right now. Hopefully they see something. This is Blake Cousins, Third Phase of Moon. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Unidentified flying objects. That's right. And that's Paul Barrett's music you're listening to, people. Paul Barrett, the sound of Third Phase of Moon, quite amazing. He's on iTunes, the Third Phase of Moon album. If you like to roll while you're watching UFOs, Third Phase of Moon music is pretty mesmerizing, in my opinion. It just goes so well with the theme of the world, the music. You know what? Let's get to live callers right now. They're calling in, and that's what we need, more information. 479, you're live, Third Phase of Moon. Happy New Year. Okay. 479, you there? That's a weird sound. Let's try 914. You there?
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I just wonder if you saw the picture that the Wall Street Journal took from the Burj Khalifa. The Burj Khalifa and the fire and the hotel.
Yes. We saw
that is something
major inferno in Dubai. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I could not take the copy the picture, but I took a photo with my smartphone and blew it, and on top of the Burj Khalifa, there is some stuff that is not a bird, it's not a plane. And did you see anything like that?
Okay, so let me get it straight. What was your name, sir?
Sebastian.
Hey, Sebastian. Hey, thanks for calling into Third Phase of Moon. Welcome to the show. So you're in Dubai, and you managed to...
No, I'm not in Dubai. I saw the picture from the Wall Street Journal. And there is something right on top of the closer to the top of the Burj Khalifa that it's not a plane. I don't know if nobody realized that. And I blow up the picture, and it's not a plane. It's not a bird. And I wish if somebody realized that thing there.
Well, you know what, Sebastian, you just did it, man. You did it. You're talking to the world, so the world is going to go check out the Wall Street Journal. They're going to check out the Inferno photograph, and they're going to judge for themselves what this is. So, man, you did a good job. You did it exactly the way it needs to be done.
So I'm sorry. I'm just wish you to comment if you ever see that picture and bring it to the radio, if you may.
Well, I'm sure that everybody out there, go get that picture to me at Third Phase of Moon. I'm doing the call out now. There it is. I guarantee by tomorrow morning, in 12 hours from now, I'll get that photograph, and we'll see if I could obtain rights and permission to share it to the world. But right now, so I'll do the best I can. Appreciate that, man.
Okay, I love to hear your show, and I'm very glad that we're talking. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for listening to the show. It's a thing that really has developed its own way. It wasn't a plan for Third Phase of Moon to do a radio show like this. It's just we decided, let's get a phone number out. Let's see if people want to call in and share a UFO sighting. Now it's become its own thing, its own phenomenon. Third Phase of Moon Radio is amazing. Brent, you got an opinion here?
Yes, Blake. It's just cool. The world and even ourselves are waking up. Everything's just kind of wild, and I expect bright things for 2016. And Sebastian, if you're still listening, definitely will make an opinion on your claim and evidence that you just brought to Third Phase of Moon. Thanks a lot, Sebastian.
Yeah, that's right. Sharing is knowledge, and knowledge is power, and power is the right of the people. 508, you're live, Third Phase of Moon. Welcome to the show.
Blake, what's going on? It's Flip It for you.
Yo, Flip It. How's those stars out there? Thanks for calling in.
It's really nice out here. Just wanted to call
Happy New Year,
and say
man.
Happy New Year to you.
Mm-hmm.
I've enjoyed your show for many years now. And it's been a great ride.
It is an amazing ride, isn't it? You're always here. You're always on our Friday radio show, and that's what is quite amazing. And then when I ask for your help, when, I need correspondence, you're there. You're, bringing in links, trying to find people's connections. So you've helped a lot, Flip It.
I try, you know what I mean? Love the topic of UFOs, love what you're doing. And, hey, it's Friday night on 11 o'clock at night. Nothing better to do than help you guys out.
The help is appreciated by both Brent and I. But here's a question for you. What was your most memorable Third Phase of Moon radio show?
Good question. There's a lot of good ones. Most recently, I guess, with what's his name there that said he killed the alien that was by his tent.
Yeah, I think his name was Adam, or I'm not sure. There's so many callers that call in. But I remember the story so well that this alien came into the boy's tent and he killed it with his dojo stick, some kind of martial arts weapon that he walked around as a 14-year-old boy. And then this thing turned into liquid, liquid light, as he stated?
Yeah, liquid light. Chalice is pretty interesting, too, huh? As crazy as she is.
Yeah. What's amazing is that it almost confirms that what has been being said about these alien grays, that they're almost maybe just half-robot, biological entities of some sort that really there's nothing to them as far as we don't need to be afraid of the gray aliens. It sounds like we could take them out real quick.
All right. Yeah. I'm waiting to see something good out here. It's really dark and nice, tons of stars. So I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the show, and I'll chime in if I see something good.
Absolutely. Well, that's Flip It for you. One of our, I'd say, biggest fans out there in Third Phase of Moon, and he keeps a honest opinion about what he thinks is a bunk caller or a bunk story coming in or what he thinks is genuine. But then sometimes you kind of almost got to take a step back and just wonder to yourself what you're hearing. Is this or could this be real? And then sometimes you just never know. Hey, thanks for calling in. You're live, Third Phase Moon. Happy New Year. 786, you there? 786 is down. We're going to try this. Anonymous caller. We don't know their caller's number, but we're going to give it a shot. You there? Speak up.
Hello, Blake.
Hello. Yep, you're live. Third Phase. Welcome to the show.
Oh, hey, Blake. It's my name's Mark McNabb. I was listening in. Fausto Perez gave me a shout. Said he was going to be on your show tonight. I've heard a lot about the show, and we're the producers behind Making Contact.
That's great. Thanks for calling in. We also got Fausto here, so we'll bring him in on the conversation. But what do you think they're catching over there in Los Angeles? What is it? What's your opinion? What's going on?
Honestly, Blake, it's been a real life changer. There's three of us. I'll give the shout outs to I know Fausto did as well, but Rob Freeman and Kelly Ray Irwin. We're all producing it together. We're from Canada, and we just just in a nutshell, our friend Rob, when he was younger, 13, 14 years of age. So this is back in the 60s. He had two very specific sightings when he was 13, 14 years of age. And we were really taken in by it because they were right in our own home turf at Sarnia, Ontario. And he's to listen to him, the first story was very conventional, very classic, in terms of lights, etc. And it was the second story where he said that he got up on a roof with a friend, and they really wanted to will it. They wanted it to happen again, and this was a couple of weeks later, and it happened. They were on the roof, and just like an armada of orbs just flew over them. And to know Rob is to know that it was in the his first sighting had been in the newspaper, and so that's kind of what got us on our mission, and just started to kind of Google people who were involved in the contact world, summoning, and Fausto came up right away, and Yasmin and Hans, and a different group of people that we started to meet in and through sort of the California connection. And then when you start seeing it for yourself, everything changes. We're filmmakers, but we're not. We weren't that kind of filmmaker. We were doing all kinds of other movies for the last 10 years. So everything changed.
Hey, we got a question from Flycatch, and he's asking this question. If you know of an alien connection and the decommissioned Norton AFB in California. It's a big question.
That's a big question.
We'll try and find out if there is some kind of connection, but this might not have the answer for Flycatch on that, but we'll try and get to the bottom of that in 2016. Speaking of 2016, I'm going to bring in Fausto real quick. What are you guys both going to accomplish this year? A lot of documentaries, a lot of information coming out, more productions. Third Phase Moon's just loving the footage that's coming in from you guys.
I'll say really quickly because Fausto, I know he's excited about this. We got a sighting, and it was a really exciting one. I think it was the tail end of November, but there were 3 cameras rolling on it. There was just a sliver of sunlight left in the day, and it went across the mountain, across the line of the mountains. It was a very bright orb that got lighter and lighter and lighter. And it was extremely exciting for us because, again, Fausto was rolling on his camera, and Yasmin was, and so was Kelly, and I was filming behind the scenes, and that literally made us realize, and it's everything that Fausto's been saying from day one, having multiple cameras, having eyewitnesses, having people recording people talking about it after, what they saw, what they felt, nothing can compare.
Fausto, yeah, that's exactly what you guys are doing, and that's the groundbreaking thing that's happening over there in Los Angeles. There's a lot of summoners that are doing this. You got people like Robert Bingham, Fausto Perez, Jonathan Castro, Jim Martin, and many others You got Francis Hudson in the UK, I think, and there's a lot of people starting this movement, and it's quite amazing that it's going to get bigger. I got a feeling. Fausto, what do you think about what's going to happen in 2016 between you guys? Things are happening.
Well, there are really big plans going on. I just started a campaign about a month ago. I'm trying to get events started just like ours at the same days where we host ours. I'm trying to gather groups of people who are of like minds in different parts of the world so they can host meetups just like we do. I have videos up teaching how to make contact as well as Robert does. A lot of people have videos up there. Just look up how to contact UFOs or how to summon UFOs, and you'll find a way to learn. There's plenty of different methods, but if you guys are interested in starting events, that's the biggest thing I want to do for 2016. Find me on social media. Blake, if you want to help out with this too, to put the word out, we're trying to gather up people and create groups around to do the same exact thing we do. So hopefully on a Sunday we have 10 events going on in 10 different places around the world, and hopefully a good amount of us document something to present it.
That's exactly what we need to do. And what I want you to do, Fausto, is give me both your Canadian connection, the filmmakers contact, and any links that I could share in the description when I put this on our Third Phase of Moon YouTube channel, so everybody could contact both you guys. All right, get that to me tonight.
Will do.
All right, that's things are happening. Things are happening. People want to share their stories, and this is going to be our last caller. But we're glad that she really, or whoever it is, really wants to get in. So we're going to bring them in right now. And this is area code 978. You're live, Third Phase Moon. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And Happy New Year.
Hello?
Hello, you hear me?
Hey, Blake. Mom, I'm on the air right now. All right.
Yep.
So, Blake, I just want to say that,
Hey,
all right.
What's your name?
My name's Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. How's it going? Welcome to Third Phase. Go ahead.
I'm doing pretty good. So
all right.
I live near the woods, and I like to just go in the woods sometimes. And so it's Saturday night, I'm not doing anything, so I'm like, I'm taking a walk in the woods. So I'm coming through the woods and I hear something. I'm not the type of guy who just runs ridiculous. I'm real curious. So I'm walking in the woods and I keep hearing this sound, and it's so weird, and I keep listening. And it was so weird. That ball with the colors on your one of your pictures?
Sure, Anthony. Can you speak up just a bit? And there's some weird fidgeting sounds. So yeah, go ahead. Closer to the mic.
Now, can you hear me better? Can you hear me better now?
Much better.
Right.
Much better. Go ahead.
So I'm walking through the woods and I hear this weird sounds. It's crazy sounds. I can't explain it, but I saw those orbs flying around, and they kept flying, and how when people take pictures, they have the orbs in there sometimes, and I just saw some of those, and I hear they keep saying the word JC, 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 and I don't know what it stood for. I was thinking to myself, John Cena or something else, and I was with my buddies. I'm going to give, I can't say their name, it's kind of confidential because we're all UFO enthusiasts. I'll tell them about their code names. It's Doug, Spike, this dude, his code name is Twan, and this kid Brandon, and we're just walking. And from behind us, this dude comes and he had the kind of, he said we were on private property, so I don't know if it was either his own, some experiment. It was just crazy.
He just got eaten by an alien from John or James Cameron's movie, maybe. Uh-oh. That sounded strange. I don't know what that was all about, but you know what? I want to bring a good buddy of ours in, and that's Kelly from San Diego. He's been with us for years on Third Phase Moon Radio, and it's been quite a year, this 2015. Welcome to the show, Kelly.
Hey, Blake, Brent, how you guys doing? First off, I just want to say happy belated birthday to you too, and Happy New Year.
Well, man, thanks a lot, Kelly. That's a lot of love out there as far as people shouting out our happy birthday. Our birthday is pretty cool. But what I'm really excited about is 2016 and what we're all gonna witness next. And what do you think? Do you think we've seen it all, or we haven't seen nothing yet? You got a good feeling about 2016?
Yeah, I believe 2016 will always. I mean, every year is going to show us something different, and hopefully this year, with everybody's, aspects on what's going to go on. I mean, I've heard different stories, from around the world as well, and throughout your guys' show, and I believe that 2016 might be something that's going to maybe even get closer to disclosure, hopefully. So, I mean, not only us true believers, but the rest of society out there. Hopefully, they get a glimpse of what's the truth of what's out there, and I just can't wait for it to happen as well.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The world can't wait for it to happen. So that's, we're all standing by. We're standing by, waiting for the major governments from around the world to already admit what they already know. And we don't know if 2016 is the year, but I got a feeling that the more the public pushes this matter, the more evidence that comes out, the more enlightenment that people are starting to think to themselves and getting the word out. It's not a crazy thing believing in UFOs, and if you've seen a UFO, you're not crazy. It's okay. You're normal, and a lot of people see them, millions, right?
Yeah, that's correct. And one of them I'm kind of waiting for, and I've been hitting his YouTube page for a while, and I still haven't seen nothing. Is from Ed. I want to see, because he was talking about, he's got pictures and video of the, boss and his people, and on the aircraft, on the spaceship that he was on. So that's what I'm waiting for. I can't wait for that. You know what I mean? If you're listening, quit making me wait, man.
Ed has gone blackout. I've not heard from Ed for probably a couple months now, and we're trying to contact him, saying what's up. I know he has his channel, In Focus UFOs, and he said he's going to post something like every week. That's what he kept saying. He's going to release, and what he's released is freaking incredible. I gotta say, it's amazing. But where's Ed? It's a big question in 2006, and I hope we do find out what Ed up to. That and we get more evidence, in my opinion, of his very close encounters and travels to other planets. It's just quite amazing. Ed, we're reaching out to you, man.
All right, guys. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you next weekend.
Thank you. That's right. We will be back for Third Phase of Moon Radio next week, Friday, and it's going to be at the regular time, 11 p.m. if you're in New York, and 8 p.m. if you're in Los Angeles. It's happening 6 p.m. if you're in Hawaii. So everybody out there in Hawaii, what's up, people? Aloha. This is Blake Cousins, Third Phase of Moon Radio. The new year is here. It's been huge, this 2015, but 2016, it's going to be something that I can't even explain on how big this is going to be. Because I got a feeling there's people with more cameras than ever in history. They're going to be capturing things, and Third Phase of Moon's here to share your videos to the world. Happy New Year, everybody. Blake Cousins. We'll see you again next time.
Third Phase of Moon.
Keep your eyes on the sky. We're not alone. We'll see you again next time.
We have an unidentified flying object